Hey, today we're going to talk about how to edit campaign members. So there's two ways to edit the campaign member. The first way that we're going to talk about is directly through the campaign. So today we've discovered that we have the new middle schools, their campaign for 2013-2014. I'm going to cruise on down the page until I get to the list of my campaign members. Here it is. And it's not the complete list because this is a big school. So I see right here where it says go to list 145 plus. I'm going to go ahead and click it. And it's now bringing me to the list of 145 plus. It's going to take a moment. And now the page is brought up. I could search through the list by saying I want all students whose last name equals Lewis or starts with L or whatever works for me, or I could, whatever is in that list, whatever litmus. Or I could simply cruise on down here to my page, and I could put them in alphabetical order. Now they're in reverse alphabetical order. Now they're in alphabetical order. I could also edit my columns if I wanted to add different fields on there. If there's something that I think would be useful that would help me make my data entry easier. Cancel. And now what I'm going to do, I do this a lot when I'm doing things in Salesforce. I do a right click and then I'm going to say open in a new tab. And it's opening in a new tab. It's just going to take a moment for it to open. I can see its operation right up here as the guy is going through its little, there we go. It is ready. Now the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go on down here. This is my page and it says, pending contract validation is the workshop status. That's great. You may be familiar with that on the WDS. That tells me that the student does have attendance and we just haven't validated the contract yet. I have a note in here and I'm going to edit my note. I'm going to say Sarah was not here. Let's say okay. And then when I'm done, I'm going to hit save. And it's done saving, yay. Now the thing about hitting save is you really need to do that in everything in Salesforce or you'll lose your work. The other way that I could edit a campaign member is I could look for the student record instead of doing it through the campaign. Now if you have a lot to do, doing it through the campaign may be easier, but if you're just doing a one-up, it's probably easier to look for the student. In that search, as it's loading the results, you can also type in somebody's CFYID and they'll find the record. Here we go, two students, same name, but we know that we're working with new designs. Just going to go ahead and open that record. My contact page looks a little different than yours, so just ignore some of it. And I'm going to cruise on down until I get to campaigns. All right, my friend the mouse, you can work. And cruising on down, here we go. And here's a campaign history. It's a little bit of a misnomer. It's you could just think of it as show me campaign member. You could add the student to another campaign if you wanted to right here by clicking that button. In this instance, we just want to edit an existing one. So I'm going to hit edit and we're going to go back down to the note. And here we go. Sarah was not here is now going to become just blank. I'm removing the note so I won't muddy the environment. And I hit save. And that is the two different ways that you could edit a campaign member if you didn't want to use the WDS or the IC